Hi, I'm John Noser. This is Board Game Geek TV. We're at Gen Con 2013. I'm with Dan Yarrington of Game Salute, and we're going to take a look at Serpent Stones.
All right, so Serpent Stones is a two-player dueling game. This is from Robert Harrington of Danger Moose Entertainment. That's his studio name. It's published by Game Salute. And victory requires sacrifice, as you can see.
Ooh.
So Serpent Stones, we've got some rules. That's very nice. You've got this awesome mat. It's actually a very big board.
Oh, wow.
So we needed to do this mat as like a nice cloth mat because otherwise the board would be prohibitively expensive. This would be like a $60 game. So you got this very nice mat. You play your cards on here. You got a nice tuck box, stores all your cards in it. So we're gonna pull those out. We have a variety of warriors. You have an eagle warrior and you have jaguar warriors. There's the eagles and jaguars. And we're gonna start with a bunch of random cards from this deck and we're gonna play them starting on our side. This is our temple stone. That would be your temple stone.
Okay.
And we're gonna try and build out. Now normally it doesn't matter. You have to start with your guy. So let's say that I'm, in this case, these are the jaguar guys. So I'm gonna start with a jaguar warrior. You might start with an eagle warrior. And you would play these from your hand.
Okay.
So we would grab a few of these. We'd say, okay, we've got some cards in hand. Again, exact number of cards. And we've got a variety of cards. Now, we can build out, what we're doing is the serpent in Serpent Stones is that this is actually based on an old game that they discovered in like Mayan ruins.
Oh, cool.
That was an actual adobe board that you would place stones in. You would place arrowheads in.
Okay.
And you were facing each other. And then Robert just sort of reconstructed this based on what he thought it would be, because nobody really knows what that game was.
Fair enough. No rule book back then.
No, there's no rule book. So you've got a variety of cards. You're going to be playing warriors. And again, I can play off of mine. See how I'm placing the arrows facing towards my opponent?
Yeah.
I'm going to play them off of my chain, off of my serpent. And so I have to be connected. I can't play a guy over here. I can't play a guy over here. I can play right here. I can play right here. I can play right here.
Okay.
I'm always building off of this serpent. So I can play another guy here. I'm all connected. If this ever gets disconnected, let's say that somehow you kill this guy.
Okay.
He's abandoned. I can't do anything off of this guy. Only what's connected to my Serpent Stone. So you're trying to defend your Serpent Stone and attack the other person's Serpent Stone.
Okay.
If you ever get connected all the way in and you land there, you win that match.
Okay.
Very quick. It's like 5 minutes a match.
Wow.
And it's about 15 minutes for the whole game. So you're gonna make best of 5 or something like
Best
that.
of 3, okay.
It's actually best of 5 because
Best of
it is
5,
so quick.
sorry.
So we've got these tiles here. These are your nice little serpent stones. They're thick like acrylic-ish plastic thing. And you're gonna have a bunch of them. There we go. So you're gonna have 3 of these in your color. Those are gonna sit right here. I'm gonna have 3 of these in my color. And effectively we capture them from each other.
Okay.
Actually, I think I reversed that. You're gonna have these, I'm gonna have these. Whatever it is. So I get to here, I take one of your stones.
Okay.
When I get 3 of your stones, I win. If you
There
get
you
3
go.
of my stones, you win the match. Now, the actual cards that you play, in addition to that, you can strike things. So let's say that I had played up to this point. So here's my, whoops, there's my chain, right? I'm gonna play a jaguar strike. Now you can see on here, it actually shows you the number, the position of the cards.
Okay.
So this would affect these 2 and this one.
Okay.
Or it could affect these 2 and this one. Or it
Fair
could
enough.
affect these 2 and this one.
Anything that's connected to what your
Anything that's
end
connected.
of your chain.
And these are double-sided, so it'll always show you sort of the right way that they're supposed to work. So, because there will be a reverse of that one.
Okay.
So if you strike, you just remove them from the board.
So you're removing all 3?
No, you just remove whatever's affected. So in this
So,
case,
yeah, but all 3. So those 3
right. So
are
if I
effective.
said
So if
these
it was
3, I would knock out these 2.
Okay.
Now if I just had one guy here, and this were a different card, I could just knock out this guy.
Okay.
And I also don't have to knock out my guys. So if I had a guy here, I don't have to kill him.
Oh, well, that's good.
Yes. So
But it does require sacrifice. You said that.
it does require sacrifice. We're going to get to that in a minute. So there are various cards like Tezcatlipoca, who's going to force you to discard.
Okay.
And there are capture cards. These sort of like teal cards.
Oh, so you're switching them.
These are going to turn them around. Whenever they're facing towards your opponent, away from you. So now I have captured this Jaguar Warrior with my Coyote capture. And actually in this case, oh, see, I couldn't quite capture both of your guys because I could only capture here or here.
Yeah.
So I'm just going to capture that guy. But now you have to capture him back or destroy him. So those are your main ones. You're going to have strikes and captures. You're going to have some specials like your forced discard. Then you're going to have your sacrifice cards.
Okay, I was waiting
this
for the
game is
sacrifice.
very much you draw a card, you play a card, you go back and forth.
Yes.
So you always have card parity, but if you choose, you're only doing one card at a time, but maybe you want to build up and say, I want to play this guy and then another guy from my hand and then jump in there.
Yeah.
Well, you can't
Yeah,
do
so
that. It's only one card.
Fair
So
enough.
how are you going to do that? Well, victory requires sacrifice. So you have to place a card. You would play a sacrifice card, and then I would have some cards in my hand, and I would play a card secretly face down here.
Okay.
So now the next turn, I have to play this card first, but I get to play another card as well. You're sort of banking it.
Okay.
Now the other thing you can do, why are there 2 slots here? Well, I can the other thing I can do, instead of just playing this card on my next turn, I can say, I'm going to play another sacrifice card, and I can double down. Now I'm going to be able to play 3 cards on the turn after that.
But during your turn of the sacrifice, you're just playing, not the sacrifice card you're playing.
You're going to put this face down, you're going to say go.
So it's your banking turns.
You're banking it, and it costs you a card. Because you have to play the sacrifice card and discard another card. So your card hand size will go up and down. If you're just playing a card to the board, drawing a card, you'll be fine. But if you start sacrificing, you're winnowing your hand down.
Okay, fair
Now
enough.
the other card that you'll get, there's a forced discard, reduces your hand size. And then there's another one that's a bonus, draw an extra card, basically. Here it is,
There
extra
you go.
card, Quetzalcoatl. So he lets you draw an extra card, which obviously gives you more variety in your hand, so that's good. So, very straightforward. You have one shared deck, you have one shared discard pile, you're going to draw cards, you're going to discard cards, you're going to play one each turn. And like I said, 5 minutes for the game. Once you know how to play, it's very quick. You're going to play best of 5. Usually the games take 15 to 30 minutes.
Okay.
There's also a built-in expansion set in the game.
Oh, that's always nice.
And that adds the Wall of Skulls, which are these extra tiles. They're actually really thick, like punchboard tiles. I believe they're 6 millimeters thick, like Sunrise City.
Okay.
And these you would play, they give you the rules right here in the expansion set. You basically put them on the board and they knock out areas of the board so you have to go around them.
They're blockers.
Yes, and so they give you the stats in here. This was going to be a separate expansion. We decided to roll it into the base game.
Okay.
We made it in that nice travel box because the board does fold down. So it's a $40 price point, but you've got all your stuff in there, and as you can see, you've got a lot of stuff.
Pieces.
Really nice pieces, really nice board. This board is specifically designed to be sort of not wrinkling.
Yes.
So you don't have that folding up. It's a very nice material. It's not like a mouse pad. It's just like a cloth, rayon sort of thing.
When is this available?
This actually released last Friday.
Okay, very exciting.
So it is in stores now. You can get it at shop.gamesalute.com. You'll be able to get it on Amazon shortly. They're just waiting for their shipment. So
Cool.
Serpent Stones from Danger Moose Entertainment and Robert Harrington.
Yes, and this is Dan Yarrington of Game Salute. Thank you very much.
Thanks for having me.
No problem.